Remember the story of Mary and Martha? You love this story. It was a small group meeting, and just three of them really, and that we read about anyway. And Jesus was there at this Connect Group meeting. And by the way, Jesus needs to be in all our Connect Group meetings. And Martha was busy getting the supper ready. And you know, you need the supper, don't you? We just love the supper at the meetings. Mary was sitting at the feet of Jesus, and Martha was getting madder and madder about the situation, and so she challenged, think about this, she challenged Jesus about it. I just want to say, be careful about challenging Jesus about anything, because he's Jesus, and you're not. And so she challenged Jesus about it. And Luke chapter 10, verse 40-42 in the NRSV, Martha was distracted by her many tasks. If you haven't got time to sit at the feet of Jesus, you could be distracted by your many tasks. And so she came to Jesus and asked, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her to help me. But the Lord answered, Martha, Martha. And before you get any further, you know you're in trouble. If anyone ever says that to you, you know, like, Lara, Lara. Or your mother, you say, Larry May. And whatever. Susan Jane. There's someone who their second name back there. And you know you're in trouble when a parent does that, or when Jesus does it, or when he says your name twice. Martha, Martha. You are worried and distracted by how many things? Many things. But there is need of only one thing, and Mary has chosen what? The better thing. Often we want to complicate life. Not Jesus. We complicate life by getting so busy doing things. This is about people. And we do things instead of taking time to be in the presence of Jesus. We need to gather for worship. I would say on at least a weekly basis. They did on a daily basis in the early church. We need to gather for worship on at least a weekly basis. And we need to gather for fellowship on a regular weekly basis. Sunday for worship, connect groups for fellowship. Now, let's go back to the Skoda car sand sculpture. That's the next picture. There it is. Love that Skoda car. It's on Rockingham Beach. This is what it is, CPH. It's all my grandsons that we keep his death. Put a tide came in and stuff, the tide came in. Think about that and all the things we do. All the things that we do. You know, the Skoda car, quite an intricate, detailed, sculptured sand car. But everything that's built on the beach of life will be washed away by the tide of life. So it's a big fat waste of time, right? No, it's not. You can say that. It's not. You ask any sand sculptor how disappointed they are that all of their work is washed away by the tide. That's what they'll tell you. Satisfaction, they will say, doesn't come from the finished product alone, but from the process. It's doing all the creative work and feeling a satisfaction with using our gifts. It's the relationship and the fellowship. It's the teamwork. They say we have so much fun doing this together as a team. The house you live in, the house that some of you are building right now, sad to say, and I'm one of those building one right now, it's a sandcastle. You're gone. The bad life will take away. The car that you drive, sandcastle. I know all gone. All your possessions, all your electronic equipment, sound equipment, computer equipment, sandcastles. And the tides of life will take them all away. They'll all be gone. Be a level beach. They're all gone. It's the relationships that matter. It's the relationships that matter. It's our family. It's our church. It's our connect group. It's our ministry team. It's our staff team. It's God's word. It's God's character. And it's God's people. Those are the things that matter. The moment you die, you can't take anything with you except your convictions, your character, and your soul. Mark 8:36. What would profit a man if he gains the whole world? Author sand sculptured things. He yet loses his own the end of life, when the tide comes in and the waves wash away all that we have physically gathered and built, all the material things, what's going to be left? What's going to be left for you? What's going to be left of your life? What will remain is your positive investment into the lives of those who outlive you. Be an investor. I just love the fact that we've got a big kids and youth ministry in this church. I want to touch those lives. I want to invest in the lives of those people who are going to outlive us. Of course, the longer I go on, more and more people who are around are going to outlive me. That's just the way it is. But I want to make an investment so that the next generation of those that we can touch will be brought closer to Jesus, and the spiritual imprint or footprint will be left on planet Earth through their lives. I want to say, as we, next week can wrap this whole series up, enjoy the journey now. Make some changes. Enjoy the journey now with those with whom you will spend eternity. But there's a priority. Leave a spiritual footprint that will last for eternity. Would you do that? Father in heaven, I want to thank you that through our Lord Jesus Christ we can do that. We can have a right relationship with you. And Father, for those who have never surrendered their lives to Lord Jesus Christ, can't even begin to leave a spiritual footprint on this planet, on the people whose lives have been here and lived here. So Father, this morning I'm praying that each individual here will ensure that they have a right relationship with you, that they will have a spiritual connection with you. And for all of us, Father, I pray that we will do whatever it takes to get our priorities right. Not with things, but with people. Not with all of those material things that can be swept away by the tides of life. By a spiritual investment in the people on the planet. Thank you, Father, in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's stand, folks.